Hi everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. You are here for another 0 to 1 event. 0 to 1 event is the series that Doers Circle organizes every week to support entrepreneurs, founders, freelancers, all independent doers out there. We do two of these events usually every week. On Wednesday, we do one event, and on Thursdays we do another event. On Thursdays, we tend to invite speakers from India and the South Asian region. And today we are talking to a founder, highly achieved founder from Bangladesh, and that's Asikul Sujon. He's the founder and CEO of PriyoShop. Welcome to the 01 event, Asikul.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
So today with Asikul, we are going to discuss how he built his business PriyoShop, and especially in a complex market, and then it's not an easy market, at least from what I know. Bangladesh is not a new place to me, although I don't come from Bangladesh. Bangladesh is very close to my heart. It's a place that I've visited many a times, done a lot of work in my previous jobs, and worked with many entrepreneurs, especially women entrepreneurs, and rural entrepreneurs as well. So I have the experience of working with Dhaka-based entrepreneurs as well as rural entrepreneurs from around Bangladesh. So I do understand the opportunity as well as the challenges to some extent. Obviously I wouldn't understand to the level that Asikul would understand, or some of you in our audience would understand, but to some extent I do. It's a beautiful country, wonderful people, incredible people, and very resilient people. A country that has gone through a lot of challenges in the past and right now as well to some extent, and that also is the opportunity. It's not a small market. It's 175 million, and lots of challenges still to be sorted or solved, which also creates lots of entrepreneurial opportunities, because in a market that has everything sorted, the entrepreneurial opportunity is also limited. But in a market like Bangladesh, or some of the markets in South Asia or in Southeast Asia, where some of the basic challenges still do exist, the opportunity is also huge for an entrepreneur. I guess I would rather look at it as half full rather than half empty. It's a market. It's a paradise market for an entrepreneur, and we have someone here, Asikul, who's done that, who's used that opportunity to thrive in business, in startups, and also to support his country, his society, his people, right? So business is about just making money, making sure investors, shareholders are satisfied. There's return on investment for everyone, but it is also about solving problems in the society, in people, and making sure their lives are easier. So I guess with that kind of context, I would like to invite Asikul to tell us a bit about PriyoShop, so that we have some background about the business, the company, and their story. And then after his presentation, we can dig deep into how he made this company into this level. Asikul, all yours.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to share a story of a retailer in Bangladesh and Bangladesh market. My screen visible?
Yes, it is visible. Thank you.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Myself, Asikul, founder and CEO of PriyoShop. I start my career as a web entrepreneur in 2004 with the edtech company, namely Student Wish. That time I was a student of my graduation. So it was a great journey. It's about $150 to $450 monthly earning during my student time. And I used this money for learning more technology advancement. I learned search engine optimization, digital marketing, WordPress, Joomla, content development. And after complete my graduation, I start a IT-enabled company, namely Splendor IT. During my Splendor IT, I design and develop lots of portal for local and international client, mostly international client. We did lots of portal for outsourcing company. That time we got an idea about e-commerce platform. And 2013, I start a e-commerce platform, B2C e-commerce platform as a product of Splendor IT. 2013 to 2018, it was great journey. Also making profit. IT company doing very good. Every engineer making money. And we find that e-commerce is the next game changer. Growth, if you consider the growth as well as the opportunity, e-commerce actually better than IT company. So I think I should exit from my IT company and should focus on my bootstrap model e-commerce platform. That time we making almost 30 to 40% margin on every sales. It was also a great experience. Closely work with different stakeholders like FMCG company, manufacturer, importer, and I closely work with MSME as well. 2018, I found that it's very challenging in B2C market because most of B2C customer actually frequently switch platform based on the offer they're getting from the platform. An international player like Alibaba enter Bangladesh without any kind of barrier. So anti-barrier, actually there is nothing just because of emerging market. So we face multiple challenges because international player offering very less percentage, like 3 to 4%, some cases 2% to charge to suppliers, as well as offering deep discounting. They are charging 2%, but offering around 30%, 40% discount. So it was very challenging for me. So we realized that there are 5 million small retailers. So initial plan was, okay, let's provide a digital catalog to mom and pop shops. So he can actually sell anything to everything to their walking customer. Like a retail store can be a trust point, can be a delivery point, can be a service point. And they sell mobile phone to AC, television, everything. And we did very great impression actually that time. Lots of retailer willingly to participate, and we make great traction as well. But unfortunately, COVID actually when attack in Bangladesh and globally. So we faced another challenges because most of my customer, that means my partners, retail partners, shut down their store. Someone changed their career. Someone actually slow down. Someone actually shortens their expansion opportunities. So we face another challenge. And that time we need to shut down our B2C operations. Then my team, my co-founder and founding teammate actually realized that there is a huge market in B2B space. So we communicate with almost 100 to 150 retailers, and we found that they are also facing multiple challenges during their business. They don't have enough breathing space to sell anything to everything to their working customer, because they are also facing multiple challenges for restocking. So by this way, actually, we got the idea about PriyoShop. So our previous institution customer actually provide the idea of current business model. So we started PriyoShop B2B marketplace July 2021. And till now, team doing very great job. I'm going to share entire story with you. And it's really great when your customer actually helping you, support you, and sharing lots of new concept, new idea, provide clarity about your business challenges. So we got few great concepts. Number one, your customer might be a great advisor of your business. Number two, if you actually solve a real problem, what they're actually already facing, existing problem, it can be a best solution for them. Like most of cases, actually we like other market, other emerging market, or maybe developed country already implement any idea, and we trying to actually implement the same idea into emerging market. Some cases it's going wrong just because you create another new concept. So better solving a existing problem, the real problem, so you will get some support. And third one, you should evolve time on time. You should change. It's not like that you make a plan and entire plan actually implement by your entire journey. So from initial PriyoShop to current PriyoShop, it's completely different. So let me share a story of Rohim, a 28 years old man who living in Dhaka, the largest city in Bangladesh, with his wife and two kids. He ran a small retail shop in Green Road, which is the most populated area in Dhaka. And this Rohim actually cater almost 150 plus customers each day. But it's not easy to fulfill everyone's demand. Every day he faced same problem, that is out of stock, and his customer moved to his competing store. Restocking is not easy as it seems. When he need inventory, he need to go 30 to 50 different sources by losing his working hour. Different wholesale market actually selling different kind of goods. So one retailer actually catering almost 1400 SKU. So if he need any kind of restocking, he need to go different market, and it's not possible to go every market. So some cases actually he buy from third party people. So multiple layer actually created, and one wholesaler actually selling a specific goods or services. So he not able to get everything from one source. Even he never get right price from wholesaler because he buys small quantity and minimum SKU. And wholesaler actually offering different kind of pricing based on their basket size, quantity, and frequency of buying and relationship. So this retailer always actually losing price transparency and opportunities. In the meantime, Rohim shop is closed for a day. And it's not a single day story. Most of cases, Rohim is a one-man show. So whenever he need inventory, he need to shut down his store. So it's about 6 to 8 times in a month. Beside that, he also spent 33% of his working time to dealing with different brand representative. Just imagine there are 100, 200 brand representative every day visit the mom and pop shops corner. They need to at least spend 1 minute or 2 minutes with them. So huge time actually losing for this restocking process. On the other hand, big brand like Unilever, BRAC Bank or Sablon, they're also facing problem with fragmented distribution. More than 90% transaction actually go through informal channel. And supply chain bottleneck increase their 30 to 40% and inefficiency. And low digital adaptation rate actually increase their cost 1.5x times. Most importantly, this brand actually don't have bottom line data. They have all sales numbers always. But if you consider SKU wise, category wise, brand wise, area wise, maybe shop wise, lane wise, they don't have any data. Even their wholesaler or distributor are not able to provide this kind of data. So there is no data-driven solution. On even the real-time data is not possible. Maybe they reconcile everything in a month. So prediction, planning is very complicated. On the other hand, Rohim also facing problem with limited access to credit. This is not happening in Bangladesh also. More than 90% retailer in emerging market face the same problem. They collect fund from local loan shark because access to finance is not problem. Cost of access to finance is too high. They collect fund from local loan shark, which actually 10x higher than bank rate. Some cases it's about 20% per month, not annual. Where bank charging 15%, 12% max in a year. So what actually 1.2% max per month. And they are now they are collecting fund from local loan shark, which actually 20%. That means 20x actually from now. Because if they collect fund from local loan shark, it's easy, very fast. There is no documentation, no collateral, even no paperwork. But problem is cost of access to this fund is very high. Financial institute want to cater this sector. Even central bank also very much focused on this MSME sector. But only 15% retailer actually get financing from formal channel. Because most of are unbanked, they don't have any banking data. So financial institute never able to assess them. More than 90% retailer actually managing their business completely cash. And in emerging market, financial institute actually don't focus on alternative credit scoring. Less than 1% financial institute now are also looking into other credit scoring thing. But most of financial institute focused on only banking transaction, bank statement, bank solvency is a key credit assessment. In this inefficient process, they are losing almost 1,000 US dollar sales per month. We bring an opportunity. We found it's a big opportunity for us. There is a solid demand from retailers. They have solid footprints. They have solid customers. We just need to connect each and every dot. So we are able to solve this problem by technology. So our goal actually don't need to create another entity, don't need to create another solution. Let's empower traditional player with the power of technology. So PriyoShop built AI-driven B2B marketplace for on-demand restocking with embedded finance. We provide a digital catalog to Rohim, so Rohim can access all brand distributor in a single platform, can place order easily, and get delivery within 24 hours. For brand, we provide real-time data, analytics solution, reporting solution, improve their digital order processing, so we can actually ensure 30 to 40% efficiency improved, connect them directly with 129,000 micro MSME in our network. And we found that in Bangladesh, actually, more than 97% actually transaction happen through retailers. Only 2% transaction happen super shop. But all brand and distributor actually offering different kind of modern trading offering happen only super shops. So ultimate 97% customer never get any kind of modern trading offering. Just because retailer don't have enough shelf to promote modern trading offering, showcasing their product. So we also bring an idea, digital out of home, in-store digital ad at retail shop to enhance brand visibility. For financial institute, we provide AI-driven credit scoring. We have entire demographic data. We have their purchase behavior, and all data validated through other national portal. And we start psychometric test with AI. So we collect 1-minute voice from them. And based on AI analytics, we provide their repayment intention. So PriyoShop focused on two things, financial inclusion, with embedded credit. We're also offering no collateral loan. It's required only 10 minutes. There is no paperwork required. Complete digital. We happy with partnering with our number one SME bank in Bangladesh. That's BRAC Bank, Lonko Bangla Finance, and also MasterCard work with us. We happy that they are actually part of this journey. And now we're able to offer embedded credit without paper. And it's happened within 10 minutes initial. And after that, it's required only 1 minute, less than 1 minute. PriyoShop also focused on the climate side. So we found that no central sourcing strategy. We actually focused on the local sourcing. So we able to manage green hub as well as reduce mobility and also use EV vehicle. So we very much focused on the climate side as well. So PriyoShop focused on SDG 1, 8, 9, 12, and 13. I love to share a few words about Asian economic tiger, Bangladesh, is fastest growing digital economies. Bangladesh is now in missing dot in country branding. It's true. And our host actually share about emerging market opportunities. Bangladesh is 10, 20 years behind from India, Indonesia. So if someone actually missed the train from India, Indonesia, Bangladesh may be the next important market. So it is bought for VC, big corporate, and family offices. Bangladesh is not only just a emerging market, but also huge opportunity with youth populations. Bangladesh is going to hit $1 trillion economy by 2040. We already achieved 50%. That means $500 billion market we already have. And we believe we are able to hit $1 trillion economy before our target line. We have around 180 million people at this moment, and where 66% people are youth. Average age is 28. So if you consider this age of people, youth generation, and most are tech savvy, ready to accept any kind of new changes. They are very much happy to accept digital platform. So it's very rare in the world at this moment, especially in emerging market as well. 73% people already use 3G and 4G internet. But unfortunately, most of people use this internet for entertainment, like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and some gaming. They don't know how to use this smartphone for their productivity. Maybe for that reason, 97% retail transaction contributed by 5 million small retail shop like Rohim store. And it's not only about Bangladesh, but also if you consider other emerging market, most of retail transaction actually happening at retail store. Bangladesh market opportunity in retail side, it's about $200 billion. 97% completely untapped. And financing gap almost $3.5 billion, according to IFC. And there are lots of opportunity in supply chain, financing, and financial inclusions part as well. Because digital payment, digital invoicing, digital transaction actually not happening yet. This story is not only about Bangladesh, but also South Asia, the same problem, no access global products, it's a broken multi-layer distribution, high retail price due to inefficiency, as well as no credit, no data, no direct feedback. So we started PriyoShop in Bangladesh with the vision as a global company. We want to build our product, implement our idea in Bangladesh first, ensure our business model is proven business model. Now we have traction, we have customer and business doing well, making money. So now we're ready to expand other region as well. I'm proud to announce we already helped 276 brand and suppliers, including Unilever, Reckitt Benckiser, Grameenphone, the Telenor, that means Banglalink, Sablon, Square Tortoise, Ajinomoto, the Japanese brand, and lots of local suppliers. Connect them with 129,000 micro MSME and simplify their supply chain journey with embedded finance. Thank you so much. I'm here to share more about my startup, Bangladesh, our story, success story, and also the challenging whatever we faced in earlier.
Thank you very much, Asikul. I think that gives a very good picture of your company as well as the opportunity and the journey itself. I think that's very important for our audience because we have founders, entrepreneurs, as well as freelancers who are in early stage as well, and some of them might be in the middle of the journey as well, but a lot of early stage entrepreneurs. So this journey definitely helps to inspire them as well. And we should also congratulate you on all your achievements, Asikul, and of your team as well. I think entrepreneurship is always a team game. Obviously, you would have founded it by yourself and with a co-founder maybe, but at the same time, the team that comes around and works with you is also extremely important.
Right.
So, Asikul, with that kind of context about the business and the journey, I wanted to kind of discuss about how you move to be profitable. I think one of the challenges for startups is finding that path to profitability fast, right? You are either bootstrapped or invested by angel investors, friends, family, maybe sometimes VCs, but not in all cases, but at least some small scale funding. Right? And then you are kind of burning your cash before you hit that profitability milestone. So one of the things we wanted to discuss was how would you spot those inefficiencies in your business model so that you get to that profitability fast? Like, is there a way that you used in terms of how you analyze the model and then fix certain things? I know you mentioned PriyoShop is very different now from what it was at the beginning, and it's not like a constant. It changes all the time. It evolves, and I'm keen to understand like how do you spot these inefficiencies? How do you fix and how do you evolve a business to suit those situations? And especially, how do you bring a business to profitability?
Yeah. Thank you so much. So one by one, I'm answering your question. So number one, we're very grateful to our investor, who actually early believer, who believe our
Right,
vision and
right,
trust us. So they invest their money on idea, right?
right,
So especially during Accelerating Asia time, my first accelerator program from Singapore, they're helping lots. Most importantly, they actually educate me. If you want to actually implement anything, you should learn about it more than anything else. Like I'm focusing on B2B space. So I have to learn about other players in other region, maybe global comparable, maybe local comparable. Whatever, if you learn about them, then you get the entire picture. What they did great, what they did actually mistake. You learn from their greatness as well as from mistake. And you can implement it in your business as well. So from the beginning, during Accelerating Asia time, I learned about Indonesia market, India market, Pakistan market. There are lots of players actually playing the same space, and everyone has different value proposition. So we learn from that. And PriyoShop start with the vision, simplify supply chain. Like 2021, when we start, our primary focus only, we connect wholesale market with retailers. So that was the very basic idea. We have idea till 2030. We know which year what we want to actually bring on table. But every step actually has a specific idea timeline for implementation. So one great thing actually done by PriyoShop team and PriyoShop founding team, that they're very much focused on their current job until it's on autopilot mode. They don't actually move to their another opportunities. During business, you will get lots of opportunity, but you have to focus on only one or two where you able to actually make it happen. So some opportunities actually you have to skip. So we start with connecting all wholesalers with retailers, July 2021. July 2022, that means after 1 year, we realized that there are another customer base, that is the Horeca, hotel, restaurant, cafeteria. This segment also facing the same problem, inefficiency in restocking. And more than actually facing problem from retailers, like retailer actually buy product directly, the owner actually buy product, right? But in case of restaurant manager, mid-level manager, even lower level manager actually buy inventory. So there is no transparency. Sometimes they buy like $100 and they are charging actually $120. There is no invoicing. So even the owner actually don't have any idea what's going on. But our product line is same: rice, all commodities, cooking well, flour, salt. So we don't need to actually onboard suppliers mostly. Just we untap a new customer base. And after that, we get an idea. That is, we need to work with FMCG company, because commodities actually offering very low margin. It's about some cases 2 to 3%, some cases 3 to 4% based on the categories and market. But in FMCG, you can charge more than 6% to 20%, some cases even 25%. Like leading brand may be offering you 7 to 8%, some local brand offering you 8 to 20%. Imported product actually offering you 15 to 20%, even some cases actually 25%. So 2023, we moved to brand distribution. That means we connect all the manufacturer directly with this segment. So another opportunity actually we untapped. And 2024, from the beginning, we focused on the embedded finance thing. So when we actually did supply chain simplification, we connect wholesaler, we connect manufacturer and big FMCG brand to these retailers. Then we realized that supply chain simplification is not the ultimate solution for this retailer, because they have very limited capital. So not everybody actually able to buy from us. Like even some cases we found that some customer actually regularly buy from us, but on a sudden they're not actually buying from us. Why? They don't have enough cash, so they're able to pay us. So they moved to another sourcing. Even PriyoShop offering better price, but still they are moving to another sourcing just because we're not offering credit and they're offering credit. So financing is a big challenge for them. So 2024, January to December, we fight with lots of leading traditional brand, bank, financial institute, NBFI, even mobile financial services as well. But nobody actually showing interest to untap new opportunities in this MSME sector, just because it's very hard to assess them. So we realized that we need to create an alternative credit scoring. So end of this year, we actually built alternative credit scoring for MSME, and we happy that MasterCard Bangladesh willingly come to us and they want to help us to untap these retailers' financing opportunities. So we launched our first embedded credit card. That is a fast credit card. Actually, lots of startup offering co-branded card. It's not nothing new, but all card actually debit card, prepaid card. But we're not agree with offering any kind of prepaid card or any kind of debit card, because if actually card is not the problem, so card is not the solution actually for solving their financing, right? It's just a way to actually convert transaction cash to digitalize. But if you want to actually help them, you need to offer credit. So we convinced MasterCard, and they are convinced to Longkamongla Finance, one NBFI in Bangladesh. They come forward, okay, let's start with an idea, okay, provide some financing to them. So we launch credit card and offering credit card to 100 customers. That time we face another challenge. Central bank issue a new SRO. If someone actually hold plastic card, they have to provide tax certification, and most of retailer don't have any tax certification. Tax identification number actually very rare to get them. Even most of retailer don't have trade license as well. So we face a big problem. We're not able to actually make it successful that time. But after a certain time now, central bank actually withdrew this SRO. Anyone can hold plastic card without having any tax identification number. And then we actually able to convince BRAC Bank to offer collateral-free, paperless, 10 minutes credit for these micro retailers. And now they are having actually both opportunities, supply chain simplification as well as financing from PriyoShop. Our goal is not to limit with this opportunity. We want to create a successful ecosystem for this retailer, so they get everything in a single platform and connect each and every stakeholder within the ecosystem. We're not building anything new. We just empowering all the stakeholders in retail ecosystem. There are lots of logistic company, lots of actually vehicle owners. So you don't need to buy new vehicle for distribution your goods. Even there are lots of actually company who actually holding warehousing, like they hold inventory from manufacturer for very long, and they know how to manage this inventory. So you don't need to create another warehousing and manage inventory is a challenging for you, train people, educate them, but they're doing this business for 120, 200 years. Their father doing the same business. They know how to manage every boxes. So when we partnering with traditional player, we able to save money, we able to improve our efficiency, we able to actually connect each and every dot, and they actually helping us. When your ecosystem, your surrounding actually helping you, nobody actually hold you. You will be unstoppable. So that's the actually winning secret actually for PriyoShop team, that PriyoShop actually not build anything, something new. PriyoShop actually solve a real problem by empowering all stakeholders with the power of technology. So
Right.
our strength, our most powerful tool, actually our technology. That's the one. Second, we don't want to actually create something new and compete with traditional player, where our aim to help them. So they're actually helping us. Even some cases, actually, we found that our stakeholder actually come to us, hey, Asikul, let's do it. Let's do it by this way. Okay, the winter is coming, so you need more this kind of product. They actually guide us. They actually supporting us. So your customer actually help you. Your supplier actually want to help you. Your partner actually want to help you. So when your intention is actually helping them and each other actually want to help each other, then it makes sense. And retail itself a profitable institute from very beginning. Whenever a founder actually plan anything, so they need to scale fast. They need to create a proven business model. So they try lots of new thing. So for that reason, actually burning happen for expansion, for growth,
Yeah.
aren't actually required. But if you consider the retail business itself a profitable company, so when you focused on the unit economics, actually, then you can actually solve the problem very easily. Like for us, acquisition cost is very low. It's actually almost zero. So our strategy actually partnering with a local traditional player. So they're actually helping us. They have customers. So they are not just now convert traditional to digital. So why they go digital? We create the reason. So
Right.
like a distributor, earlier what happened? A territory sales manager actually need to report end of the day. So they need some numbers. For traditional mechanism, not allow them to get number immediate basis, but they have to report to their boss. Otherwise, their day actually not close. And some cases actually wrong data actually sharing with manager, and they never get actually actual number. When they digitalize each and every dot, they get everything real time. Analytics is here, so it's easy to analyze, and they get more insight from the market.
Thanks, Asikul. I had a question like, I know you said you're not completely changing the industry per se. You are introducing technology to the existing kind of environment and in a way that it supports all stakeholders in the ecosystem. But still, these are ideas and innovations, right? Like,
Yeah.
where do these innovations come from in your organization, in a startup? Is it you and your co-founder? Is it from the team? I'm just interested in understanding how these innovations are kind of brought into discussion and then into life, because there are lots of ideas in startups, right? But then making them a reality is the challenge. Right? So I want to understand, how do these ideas and innovations arise, and then how do you kind of work on them to harness the idea, improve the idea, and then actually go ahead and implement.
We actually data company, honestly speaking. PriyoShop mining FMCG and commodities data. And that data actually one day it will be great business for PriyoShop. So we mining data from the beginning, and we're a tech company. So our innovation is our technology. As earlier I mentioned that we want to solve a real problem with the real stakeholders, but you cannot change over the night. It's a habit changing. Habit not able to change over the night. So you change step by step. So when we start, so our primary goal, okay, everybody use Facebook, everybody use e-commerce platform for their reason. So let's provide a platform, digital catalog to them fast. So habituate them. Even when we start, our telesales percentage is more than 40%. So people not actually willingly to place order digitally. They want to call someone, actually want to provide order. So we accept that. Someone want to provide order by Facebook Messenger, by WhatsApp. So we accept all the processes, whatever. We don't want to change their habit immediate basis. So we don't hold them. They place order. After that, we create reason. Okay, so if you go digital, that means through app, if you place order, the price will be $100. But if you call them, price will be $110. So you can save $10. So, okay, they get a reason actually why they shift traditional to digital. So they transform into digital. And after that, when they habituate this part, so we offering others marketing opportunities. Like we always offer performance-based marketing. Like now you are placing a one box cooking well. If you buy 3 box, you will get this. So step by step, we actually habituate them. And after that, still we figure out that still lots of people don't want to place order digitally. They want to place order by people, by call. So, okay. So now we bring an opportunity, embedded finance. Who get this financing? If someone actually buying from PriyoShop through app, we have their purchase data, then we are able to provide credit facilities for them. So now everybody actually willingly to place order through app, because otherwise they will not get this opportunity. So you need to create a reason why they actually shift their current habit to your new habit. So innovation is here to transform everyone, digitalize everything, as well as improve efficiency through AI. Like if someone actually frequently buy this kind of product, they don't need to actually search anything. So you don't need to create a platform that everybody actually search every menu or every point actually they need to surfing. So we simplify entire journey. So like you buy regular basis cooking well, one brand cooking well, so you'll find it and fast fresh. So we simplify their journey, as well as they can actually get all the purchase data in their system. Okay, how much they buy, what kind of product actually they buy last 7 days, last 30 days. So they get actually idea, okay, what kind of product actually they need to buy for them. So app actually guide them. Okay, you need to buy this kind of product based on their purchase behavior, as well as this kind of data actually also helping to our suppliers, our partners, provide lots of insight actually what kind of offering they need to bring. So this is the way actually we trying to improve. And as I mentioned that this is not actually end. Every year, every month we actually work. So we have in-house tech team, around 30 people now working with us directly in tech team, from Bangladesh, as well as now work with other region as well. And we also bring credit assessment things. So that also actually enable new technology. And now we work with other technology product that earlier I mentioned that we want to create a ecosystem to connect each and every dot of this ecosystem player. So our team is still working on different kind of technology product. Maybe end of this year we are able to share more new products that actually help retailer, suppliers, and other stakeholders.
Thank you, Asikul. I guess in that journey towards profitability, one of the important things would be scaling, right? In a business like yours, especially, you probably had to achieve scale pretty fast in terms of having many shops working with you, as well as many suppliers with you, so that connection can be made. Can you also talk about the scalability to some extent, Asikul? Because that's also one of the challenges that startups face. They kind of prove the concept in a small pool with a couple of stakeholders in that model, whatever the model is, but then they also fail to scale by adding multiples of those stakeholders into that model, right? So maybe we also talk about your journey in terms of getting that scale right, getting the right shops fast, many of them, and getting the suppliers on board, and most of them that are important to make sure that this business actually works.
So right now, our not metrics are actually our mom and pop shops, our network. That means 130,000 micro merchant network we have. Now, lots of brand actually want to work with us just because of this experience we have. And we have different stakeholders in our team. Like every job actually performing done by different stakeholders. So what happened with the startup, even I did lots of mistake in my earlier journey. So one man actually focused on the everything. So that's a wrong concept actually. Like in our case, if someone actually focused on the brand partnership, they're only focused on the brand partnership. They don't actually dealing with other retail what doing, even what financing actually happening, credit assessment. So everything actually has different stakeholders. They're 100% own that part and they're focused on that part. So you can optimize. So from 2024, actually we focused on the optimizing thing, how we actually improve basket value from one retailers. So we don't want to actually add more retailers. Even if you consider our 2024 to 2025, you will find that we don't want to acquire more customer. That time we're trying to actually how we actually get more orders. Number one, how to get right now they are placing one order. Okay, how to get 5 order from the same customer? How to actually help them? They are placing quantity or 3 SKU. How to actually we increase 3 to 5? So by this way, actually we can actually improve. Otherwise, expansion maybe can. If PriyoShop want actually 1 million customer right now we have. So customer acquisition cost is very easy. So you just hire some third party company, they will acquire more customer for you. But all customer not paying customer. We focused on the paying customer from the day one. we focused on the active numbers. So I think it's also very important for all startup founders. They should focus on the paid customer. So whatever we actually please to share somebody, okay, my app download almost 2 million people download my app. We have 7 million registered customer, but paying customer is only 70,000. So that not makes sense. So
Yeah.
it's very important every customer paying you. If someone actually not paying, something going wrong, and you have to solve this problem fast before onboarding the new customer. So I think from 2024, we focused on that part as well as we also launching our own home brand product that actually allow retailer get more margin from us. So we also improving their margin level. I mentioned in my pitch, we also started digital out of home platform. That platform also allowed to get retailer additional income from screen. So we're not actually just offering product. We actually trying to help him by financing, by digital marketing, by adding new customer, by adding new suppliers. So we helping each and every dot. Like we earlier, we just help supplier connecting retailers. Now we actually helping them. Okay, we provide lots of data from the market, provide lots of insight, as well as we now build a digital platform so they can actually promote their product, they can showcase their product. So we always helping our stakeholders. That also actually helpful. And by for that reason, actually all stakeholders, our customer, our suppliers, actually helping us to grow faster and make it successful.
Thank you very much, Asikul. I have a question here from Liz that came through the chat. Do you feel this could expand to other South Asian countries? I know you spoke about expansion to some extent, and the question is specifically on South Asian countries, and I'm quite interested about India as well, because we have lots of Indian founders and freelancers joining this session. And India is like next door, and it's a fairly huge market. Is India kind of a next stop as well, and other South Asian countries as well?
Yep.
Thank you, Liz, for the question.
So my company incorporated in Singapore just because we want to be a global company.
Okay.
And from day one, our vision is very specific. We want to be a kingmaker in retail ecosystem. So we're not king, we're kingmaker. So we want to expand other Asia and Southeast Asia. And I'm looking actually if any founder actually now listening me and want to start something like this, we want to actually help him with technology, with experience, with knowledge. We happy to collaborate because we found that if we want to actually expand like Bangalore, so we need some person actually on ground who has ground knowledge. This business, lots of people actually doing this business B2B and failed just because they don't know about the market. So maybe they expert in technology, but they don't know market, then it's not for them. As I mentioned that if PriyoShop actually want to hold inventory, PriyoShop will gone 2022. Just because like if you want to hold rice, it's not easy. You have to learn it fast. And who actually holding rice last 100 years, they know how to hold it, how to manage it. It's not easy to change everything over the night. So don't need to create anything new. We need someone actually ground. We have all product, all technology is now ready. Plug and play, we can launch. We have knowledge. We partnering with different brand and suppliers. So we know how to deal with brand and suppliers, how to navigate this deal, how to complete a successful journey. So PriyoShop happy to collaborate with local founder and expand their business Asia and Southeast Asia. India market is very complicated just because every state has different policy, different rules, and India also have successful even billion-dollar company in B2B space like us, Uran, Jambutel, Shop Kirana, Kirana King, they're doing very great job. In Pakistan, Bazaar, Tazir, and Dastagir doing good job. So every market has different player, but India still lots of opportunity available just because of the market opportunity is huge market. Not only India, I think other market, Cambodia, Philippines, Vietnam, Indonesia, Nepal, Bhutan, Myanmar, Thailand, it's also have lots of instant opportunity still because market is huge. Like in Bangladesh, we need at least 10, 12 unicorn to cater entire market successfully.
Uh, that's it. That's a huge opportunity, I guess, for you as well as many other providers. And I also like the fact that you said you like to collaborate and work with others and be a kingmaker rather than just a king, so that you grow with others. And
Right.
on that note, we've also got a message from one person that they would like to connect with you. So maybe at
Sure.
the end, Asikul, you could also maybe share your email address. Actually, you can do that on chat
Yeah.
with everyone. And but this will also go on YouTube in the next couple of days, and other founders who would be interested in working with you from Southeast Asia, South Asia can connect with you. And we are also connected with this ecosystem, so we might be able to help connect as well, Asikul. I know we only have 2 minutes. I just want to finish the session by just talking about you a bit more again, Asikul. The last bit. Obviously, it's a fairly big business now. You've grown quite well in a few years, and I assume that's also quite stressful, right? Building a startup is not easy. It's
Yes,
not.
20 hours.
Yeah, 20
It's
hours. It's not, I was
20
going to
hours
say
and
nine. It's not a 9 to 6 job, right? So it is stressful.
yeah.
So how do you actually manage stress? Because these things do help others. At least what you know, what you learned, you can share.
I'm thankful to my wife and my kids. They are very much understandable. Still, my mom actually every day pushing me go to a fixed job, don't do just because not able to provide time to them. But I request all my fellow founders who are actually listening me, uh, please, family is everything. Uh, so we should focus on the family time as well, at least once in a month, at least one day, provide 100% time to them. It will actually help you to rethink or restart your brain. So founder job is not easy. It's a very hard job. And only founder can understand the pain. So lots of night actually we actually passed without sleeping. Even still, every time, whenever I plan to visit Singapore and other region, always actually choose night flight just because I don't want to waste my time. So if I use night flight, then from the very early morning, I can actually start my first meeting. So it's very painful job, but your family time actually help you to boost your confidence and go to the next level. And importantly, make a small circle of your team that actually inspired you every time. Talk with them. So I do few job in my routine work, like every Saturday, Sunday. I spend time with my team, time with my core team people, founding teammates. So I understand what pain actually they are facing at this moment, what success they bring to my table, and what challenges actually hold them. So we can discuss together, we can solve it. So regular basis stand-up call actually help you. Second, market visit or customer point visit. It's very important. Every time whenever I talk with anyone, I always prefer this one. Communicate with your all stakeholders, suppliers, partners, customers. They actually help you. Every stakeholder want you get winning opportunities, because if you win, they will win. Like I'm partnering with Unilever. If I'm doing wrong, Unilever face some challenges. So Unilever always want I'm the winner. So they're actually helping you, but you have to go them, discuss about the opportunity. Okay, let's discuss what we achieved last month, what actually holding us. guide us. So they have lots of people actually who want to help you. And investor, make watercolor communication with them. Communication is a king to maintain investor relationship. Right now, whoever in my capital, I'm proud to share one word. Each and every investor want to help PriyoShop and Asikul, and they are proud. They invest in PriyoShop. Even PriyoShop, if failed, still they feel proud, just because whatever PriyoShop actually did right now, everything they know, everything. Even if something going wrong, I also share with them. They actually guide me. If they are not able to provide solution, they connect me with somebody else. So everybody actually in your journey want to help you. So no one actually want to hold you.
Yeah.
And everything is mindset. Everything, my friend, each and everything is a mindset. Whatever you think, it would be your future. Your perception is your reality. So if you think you win, definitely you win. Maybe not immediately, but the date just missing, but you will win, that for sure. So mindset, perception is most important. So as a founder, it's a marathon journey. It's not a 100-meter race. So we should focus on our core goal, and maybe our plan not 100% accurate, maybe our plan not actually helpful, maybe it's not work. But if you set your goal, like I want to do something in B2B space, so I will do B2B space. Not necessarily I need to make a digital catalog and everybody actually placing order through my catalog. Maybe in coming days, as I mentioned, that PriyoShop is a data company. PriyoShop able to make more money from data, not actually B2B market space. So it might be happen, but
Yeah.
we should focus on our core goal and identify our not start.
Thank you very much, Asikul. I think golden words there to motivate and inspire our founders and independent doers out there. I really love the thing you said about the family. Have at least a day. I know a day is not much in a month, but in founders' life, that day is really scarce. So at least spend that day, but if possible more with the family, because that gives you purpose, right? Why do we all do this? Is because our families as well. So I think that's really golden, really a golden statement from you, and everything else you said as well, I think is really inspirational. And thank you for motivating everyone who joined today, as well as when this goes online. Nasikul, I'm sure you'll motivate many more. And I think your journey has just begun. You will go a long way. And us as a platform for startups and freelancers and independent doers, we will be with you in this journey. So thank you very much again for your time today. And thank you to all the participants as well. And we will be back again next Wednesday, same time. Thank you and bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.